Emergency power used to be something people barely thought about. Hospitals had it. Data centers had it. Everyone else assumed the grid would be there when needed. That assumption is quietly breaking, not because the grid has suddenly collapsed, but because people are noticing how often stability now depends on luck. Weather events, demand spikes, aging infrastructure. Situations that used to feel rare now feel routine. At first, most people don't react dramatically. A short outage here, a longer one there. Mild inconvenience. Flashlights, candles, waiting it out, but something changes when outages start overlapping with daily dependence. Work moves online. Payments become digital. Heating, cooling, communication, even food access rely on electricity in ways that weren't as visible before. Power going out no longer pauses life, it interrupts it. That's when curiosity begins. People start searching for backup options. Generators, battery systems, portable power stations. Not with urgency, but with a quiet sense that this might matter later. The early expectation is simple: emergency power is insurance. Something you buy, store, and hopefully never use. Then reality adds layers. Fuel needs to be stored safely. Batteries have limits. Noise matters. Maintenance matters. Runtime matters. And suddenly, emergency power isn't just an object, it's a system with trade-offs. This is where frustration often appears. People realize that backup doesn't mean normal. It means choosing what stays on and what goes off. It means prioritizing essentials. It means accepting limits during moments when limits feel most uncomfortable. So why are these systems becoming more popular instead of less? The common explanation is fear. Climate change, grid fragility, disaster preparedness. Those explanations aren't wrong, but they're incomplete. The deeper reason sits underneath. Emergency power systems aren't just about outages anymore. They're about control during uncertainty. In the past, power failures were anomalies. Today, variability is built into the system. Demand fluctuates harder. Supply chains stretch further. Infrastructure operates closer to its limits. People don't need constant failure to notice this. They just need enough unpredictability to rethink dependence. At first, discussions stay practical. How many hours of backup? Which appliances matter? How often will it be used? The conversation sounds technical, but what's really happening is psychological. People are recalibrating what reliable means. Then comes the turning point. The real reason emergency power systems are becoming popular isn't that outages are guaranteed. It's that people no longer assume continuity is automatic. That shift is subtle, but powerful. Once continuity feels conditional, preparedness feels rational instead of paranoid. Backup stops being extreme and starts being responsible. This also explains why systems are changing. People aren't always buying massive generators. Many choose smaller, quieter, modular setups. Not to replace the grid, but to soften its failure modes. Refrigeration stays on. Internet stays up. Medical devices keep running. Life continues, just reduced. This reframes emergency power entirely. It's not about surviving disasters. It's about maintaining dignity during disruption. That's why adoption is spreading across very different groups. Homeowners, remote workers, small businesses, even renters looking for portable solutions. The systems differ, but the motivation aligns. They're not rejecting the grid. They're hedging against its variability. Understanding this removes a lot of fear-based framing. Emergency power isn't a statement about collapse. It's a response to complexity. Modern life is efficient, interconnected, and fragile in specific ways. Backup power is one way people adapt without demanding the entire system become perfect, and that's why these systems are becoming normal, not because people expect the worst but because they expect change. If you want a structured breakdown of how people choose emergency power systems, including the trade-offs that actually matter day to day, there's a practical framework linked in the description. If this kind of calm, realistic analysis helps you think more clearly about preparedness without panic, consider subscribing. More long-form breakdowns like this are coming.